Hiya Lego Lovelies, I'm Martin Andrews, welcome back to the channel, and today, this is going to be very useful. So in today's video, we're going to have to disassemble this, unfortunately. And we'll do that through a time-lapse. And a second time-lapse where we create the second model from this set. Having never built a 3-in-1 set before, I actually don't know if I'm going to use all these pieces in the second model. I guess we'll find out. It's time we start the time-lapse now where I have to take this apart. But it's so pretty! Okay, so there we have it. It's all parted out. That didn't take too long. To be fair, in the middle of this, I did stop, have some dinner, and I watched a live stream from London Bridge Bricks. A great channel. Go check them out. I'll put a link to their channel in the description below. Yeah, and then we got back to it and we finished parting this out. Now, as I've said, don't know if I'm going to use all these pieces. I've kept the shields together because I noticed there is one on the cover here. Now, whether I'm going to have to use them all, I don't know. I've also kept the cow together because obviously he's over here. And obviously I've kept the minifigs. And I've just kept the little barrel with the jewels inside as well. And then, yeah, so we're going to start making this. Let's see. There's no real bag layout because obviously all the bags are open. So, for those of you who don't know, this actually used to be the way that Lego used to do stuff. They didn't used to have numbered bags. It used to just be open all the bags, put them out, and then you just make your sets from all the pieces. So, yeah, it's a bit like a old school Lego set right now. 13 steps. Oh, 100. Come on, come on, come on. Right, so there's 118 steps to make the cabin, and then there's like 13 steps just to make these small. I assume it's a dragon. So, yeah. Okay. So we'll get into the time-lapse for this build and see how it looks when we get to the end of it. Cool. Right. I'll see you after the time-lapse, guys. Enjoy. Okay, so after the second build, these are all the parts that we have left over. And I've just double checked the third build, and you cannot make the third build and the second build at the same time, so you would have to dismantle the second build in order to make the third build, which would be the wolf. So, but yeah, obviously the first build used everything, and as I say, these are all the parts left over from the first build into the second one. So we'll put that aside and then we'll get a bit of a closer look at what the second build is. Okay, so with the second build, we've created a Viking hut. We still have our cow, but he has slightly changed. We had to change out the middle and add a plough to the back of him. I'm assuming that this part can actually be held by a little minifig. And then we've created what looks like maybe a bale of hay that has been set on fire by a very small dragon. And then we still have the 4 minifigs again with their weapons and armor to come and attack. And the only additional build was the hammer for the anvil here for the, I suppose, a Viking blacksmith. Both the sides of the roof can lift up, so you can have a look inside. There is a throne for the King of the Vikings, as well as a small fire, and then there's just, again, a mug. This could also be, I mean, you could potentially alter this and add in a small seat, maybe on the inside, if you wanted to. But again, nice use of parts. I like how they've created these curved parts on the building. I think that's pretty cool. The use of the white to kind of represent, I suppose, a snowy scene is a good idea. Utilizes those parts well. We did have to change out some of the shields. In this set, some of the colorways are slightly different. And I did want to stick to the instructions specifically. And one of the reasons why as well is because some of these quarter circular curves, tiles, are actually used on the back of the dragon itself. So whereas these were used in a shield before, you'd have to take them off regardless and use them for creating the dragon. And then other little touches I think is quite cute is I like this little touch of greenery and then this little blue stream. You know, it kind of is to give the hint, suggestion of the nature that's around them, I suppose. Yeah, if you were to put this little building maybe into a nice scenic area, I think it'd be really nice. Yeah, it's a nice little build. As I say, there's lots of leftover parts, so if you are quite imaginative and creative, you could probably create some other bits and pieces to go with these, or even utilizing a few more pieces of your own, you could then use those to create some other areas. Yeah, it's a nice set and it's pretty good second build. So all we got left now is to break this apart and then go into the third and final build for this set, which we will do in our next video. If you have liked this one, again, please subscribe, like, comment, share, all those great things. And remember, the answer to life, the universe, and everything in it is I'd rather build Lego.